Hi, I'm Peggy. I'm Ann's partner on her morning show, the I Love Ann Show. I have the privilege of telling you about Meet Me at the Diner, her afternoon program. One of my favorite things, the causes. My goodness, she covers so many of them. Angel Flights, Hospice, Cancer Society, the Salvation Army, the Soup Kitchen, Meals on Wheels, all things veterans, including honor flights, museum, theater, even our animal shelter. When I say she's involved, she's at the fundraiser, she's promoting them, she's there, and that's the short list. Now take a listen to a few clips.
Ann, thank you so much. You're always so very supportive of Angel Flight, and I just can't thank you enough.
Well, thank you both. I got the state treasurer on the line. Curtis Loftus will be here in a moment.
Gary Bolt, we need to thank you for your service to our country and for helping our veterans. Without your vision, and we wouldn't have the center that we have here today.
Thank you. Because in the very beginning, I didn't know lots of people in the community. You put the word out there, and you helped me get the word going, so I thank you.
In less than a week, you, our listeners, adopted over 100 children for the Salvation Angel Trees to make their Christmas dreams come true. Thank you, thank you, thank you, our loyal listeners on Meet Me at the Diner on WCRS.
Human interest stories. Who isn't touched by them, whether you're talking about the leaders and what they do to pull something together, the volunteers that give their time, the recipients, how touched they are by help, youth that have celebrated an accomplishment, adversity, disease, and covers it all. Have Mike Will Travel. She even takes us on the road. How about a trip to the museum? The list is endless. Take a listen to some of the interesting clips.
Today we are here at the South Carolina State Museum live. I have Miss Allie Rogers here, Miss South Carolina 2012 and first runner-up for Miss America, sitting here right now. How's it going to be? You going to miss being Miss South Carolina or all the attention and everything?
I will miss being South Carolina, but I am looking forward to just being a normal college girl.
He's an internationally known story performer and teaching artist, 3-time Emmy Award winner and Parent Choice honoree. How are you doing, Bobby Norfolk?
I am doing fine.
God, what a great radio voice.
It seems to me it's so difficult to discuss politics with politicians. Not in Ann's book. She gets them talking about not just their issues and the things we need to worry about, local level, state level, national level, something that is a great story that no one else has heard. Listen up.
You've got to be a rock star, Congressman Trey Gowdy. I think.
Sure, I'm a middle-aged father of 2 and husband of 1, but I am a former prosecutor, and if there's anything good former prosecutors can do in Congress, it would be law enforcement-related issues. So after Fast and Furious, I'm sure I will fade back to the anonymity I so richly deserve.
You think the media is controlling things too much?
Well, I wouldn't know whether it's too much, but I think that I think the media is fine. Your show is a great show, in my opinion.
Thank you.
I'm not up there listening to all the other shows that you have, but the ones you have with me are pretty good.
Well, Congressman Clyburn, it is always a pleasure to have you on my show. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's right. We have one of my favorite legislators here this afternoon. Mike Pitts is with us. Mike, it is always a pleasure to have you here.
It's always a pleasure to be here, Ann. You always ask the pointed and hard questions without being offensive, and I appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Mike Pitts.
So are you going to stay right here on WCRS with me and Eller live from Florida? I certainly hope so, because you know what? It doesn't get any better than that. Other people carry the big stuff. I'm here getting the good stuff right here on WCRS.
I'm Ashley Bird, the news director of South Carolina Radio Network. At South Carolina Radio Network, we rely on shows like Ann Eller's Meet Me at the Diner as a source for the voices and opinions from a vibrant area of the state, far from Columbia, but just as important. Ann shares the interviews she gathers, and she really taps into the things that matter to that part of the state. She's also fearless in interviewing local figures who've risen to higher positions, constitutional officials, members of Congress, and celebrities, and she shares those with us, and we share those with the rest of the state. And I would add one thing, Ann's show is fun, even when the topics may be tough. People learn a lot through listening to a real sit-down conversation that is local and yet universal.
Gracie has just come in. She said, Ann, it's time for you to be off the radio. So I guess we'll just call it quits here today. Gracie, you got anything else you want to say here this afternoon? Yeah, man, I got to go. Bye-bye, everybody.